A group, a group of people led by a middle-aged female are all going to face winter for the rest of their lives. And some of them will not even be able to make it for long. They are going to get terminated even before they realize it. This group of people decided to remain ignorant towards a divine being whom they regard as just a nobody and an ordinary person that does not deserve to be recognized in any way. So welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome if it's your first time. You're appreciated. So let's get into this and see what's in for us. So because of their fast, ignorant way of wanting to judge the divine being quickly, a judgment has also been passed on to them. This time, the judgment on them has been so swift, there is no gap for any kind of delays in any way. The reason being that they were already warned before not to proceed with their ignorance, but they chose to remain ignorant and try to again siphon out the energy of the divine being. This time, choosing someone they thought was very slick and sneaky in his ways, who seemed not to have any kind of compassion for the divine being, because they evoked a superior kind of way over the divine being and believed that the divine being was ignorant and just a mere peasant who needed to just follow orders without questioning. And that's just one of the signs of narcissism anyway. Anyway, the truth was that it was meant to be a test, which they badly failed after being given one more chance to make amends to the divine being. And the divine being was meant to look up and watch them and pick out the really sincere individuals that could have been saved. But apart from those, just a few who seemed also obedient to the middle-aged female, but at the same time looked like had conscience. All the rest were all under judgment according to the divine being's surveillance. So, judgment has passed over them, and none shall get more than how much they deserved. The divine being even tried praying for them, but maybe they would get pardoned. But they just led themselves into their own trap. A trap they thought was meant for the divine being, but ended up being a pit they dug themselves. I mean, who does that with wide open eyes? No, I mean, who does that with eyes wide open? There had been a lot of tension between the group and the divine being because they were fighting to have their way over the divine one. And the divine one just had to let them be, because there was nothing else she could do. She had tried all her best to save them. The vehicle they were using to gain their own abundance and the wisdom was just the very thing that was going to start facing tower, and was fated to bring down the whole group together without question And just as how winter creeps in slowly, that was how they were all going to be left in the cold and get dismantled, because they dismantled the vehicle themselves with their hasty behavior. When things start crumbling, they will start blaming each other for what was happening. Little would they know that the pedestal they had put up lacked a screw to hold it together, which they unscrewed themselves with their hasty judgments. The divine being saw the screw and tried to tell them, but all they wanted to do was just silence the divine one and be off with their sneaky intentions, especially trying to also cover up their bad intentions by pretending that they were collaborating with the divine being. But they were only cheating themselves, because the divine being could clearly see through them. People can really get weird. Well, they were warned, they didn't listen, so they are under judgment right now. And the divine one had to close that chapter for them and just go on with what is needed, and that was to just let them be, because a long forever winter awaited them. And if the divine one stays among them, she will also face the same winter, so she has to walk away. So this is what I'm guided to give out. It's just a brief download, and I hope this helps somebody. Whoever you are, don't despair, because judgment has been called, and God will always protect the innocent, even though sometimes things might seem like not really working for you. In reality, everything is working out for your own good. Let us all just go with the flow and trust and surrender in God, and know that everything He makes us go through has a wisdom behind it. And it's all working out for our own good. Even though things seem to be like they're all against us, but it's not. It's working out for our own good. So take care, and God bless.